Welcome to Good Mythical More. Can a TV be mounted too high? Well, hold my beer. Hold my beer. I'm about to mount a TV really high.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna look at photos of televisions and decide if they're mounted too high.
First, we'll do a secret handshake.
The Lord's work, we call it.
Secret handshake. Real fast.
Is that part of it?
No.
Let's do it again. That feels pretty good.
I feel like that could catch on.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And now let's do the itsy bitsy spider.
I don't do that.
Well, it's a handshake though. Thumb, finger to thumb. Go up. What? You're not doing the.
Well, it should be the same, right?
No, it should be opposite. But I should go up.
And then I go up.
Then you go. And then I go up.
I never did those children's games.
I was just playing with an RC truck. Itsy bitsy.
You can do it to yourself.
Spider went up the. All right. How many of these pictures do you have? I mean, is there an internet crawling with pictures of televisions that are potentially too high?
Boy, you wouldn't believe it. It's an entire subreddit full of these.
Are these people?
Are these people what?
Taking pictures when they go over to old people's homes. And
I
don't mean
think
like
that there's
old people's homes. I mean, like you go to your parents' house and they've got their TV above the fireplace.
Oh.
Well, it's hard.
Oh, you're hating on the above the fireplace already. That's a tough spot to start in. And by the way, this is just like general curse TV placements. Like they're not all. You know what I'm saying?
Cursed
like
TV placement. Let's
like if you're starting with fireplace, I'm starting here.
And it says coming up on it. Yeah, it's been going up.
Well, you don't want to burn the bottom of the TV.
Oh my God! Why? This is not a hospital waiting room. This is a living room.
If you are thinking about installing a television, so this is now. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, because I know this.
This is where you mount a television of any size. You go to the primary place that you're going to be watching television, and you sit down.
Yep.
And if you're the tallest person in your family,
look at your eye height.
You are the one who does this. And you sit down and you measure your eye height off of the floor. And then you put the middle of the TV at the eye height on the other wall, right? Is that right?
Well, it depends on what you got going on there.
That's the ideal. I
mean, when you're working, your eye line is supposed to be at the top of the monitor. Now, that's not a television, it's a monitor. But for ergonomic, the screen is supposed to be here, not here. But for a television, anywhere that you measure from your height, I think that right there, you technically don't want it much higher than that.
If your eyes are
the
not
bottom of the TV, you don't want to be higher
in the screen
than your eye line.
You don't want to have to work to see. You don't want to grow a neck muscle.
Yeah, you don't want to be in like a
front row at the AMC.
Now, can I say
that's so high? There's no reason to do that.
Yes, but also like above the fireplace in general is a gray area. But when you have this is a fireplace that's been designed with a facade that goes all the way up to the ceiling as a focal point of the room, and then this person decided, nope, that I'm gonna go over that, and I'm gonna let my wire hang. You can't have hanging wires.
Oh, you're right.
You can't have a cord.
What you can do,
I didn't see it at
is
first.
when you're not watching TV, you can have a screensaver that is the wall.
There you go.
Well, the picture frame TV situation is nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
Carney would like me to tell you, even though he has a microphone, that he has one. And he's still pointing at himself, even after I voiced it.
You have a frame around your television?
It's one of those frame TVs. You never seen them?
It's just a TV that you got. There's a frame. You just dial up a frame.
It's got a frame around it, a bezel, and it's super thin, like the size of a photo or a painting. And there's a whole app involved where you pay like $5 every 6 months or something to have a whole catalog of like art that you can display. So you keep it on all the time and it looks like art.
Oh.
I've had people come in and be shocked to find out it was a television.
Really?
Oh. I'm seeing that. What brand is this?
It is
Samsung?
Yeah, Samsung.
A TV as fluid as your style.
Huh.
I'll be damned.
I know people that had done this like manually, but I didn't realize there was somebody like a brand that was leaning into it.
I mean, I just use like, I have wallpaper, like Google image wallpaper, and then I use Chromecast, and so it becomes a screensaver basically. So it becomes like art, but it doesn't look like it around the edge.
It
Let's
has
see
a
it.
texture to it, yeah.
Okay. I like that. You can also make that on your own.
I like the
like, just
caption
put
on
a-
this, by
put
the
a
way.
little bezel.
We've been roasting my buddy for hours, as you should.
Yeah, this is just, why would you do that? All right, let's see another. Oh God. I think this is the
confused.
POV of where you're seated to watch that television. Because there's a controller on the couch there. Wow. So I think the ceiling fell. And they just continue to live there.
Every time somebody comes down those stairs, it's a little bit distracting.
So the TV is hanging off the backside of the partial ceiling? Like off the balcony?
How does this happen? I want to see the other walls.
I know, there's got to be a better place.
I mean, at this point, you should just put the TV on the ceiling and lay down to watch it.
I'd rather just watch that smoke detector in front of it.
Have you seen the people who do that? There's the projectors that they're always trying to sell you on the internet.
Yeah.
And there's
Project
people
on the
who
ceiling.
project on the ceiling and watch TV in their bed laying down.
Yeah, I don't.
Anybody tried that?
I think that's nice.
Are the speakers also up there? Like if you're laying down, it's just not good. It's not good for. You don't want to be watching. You don't want to orient
like a
your body
nature
like this.
documentary,
like this way.
you know?
I would fall
like,
asleep.
It's, I mean, something
then
with
the-
a good soundtrack.
Then the
you
television falls on you.
No, projector. The projector is projecting up, so there's not going to fall on you.
The image.
What is
can
that supposed
fall
to
on.
mean? Is that to me?
What?
No, he's making fun of himself for thinking that a projected image could fall on him and hurt him. That giant TV.
Stevie, you took offense to that.
I don't take offense to anything anymore. It's too much offense to take.
You blew my mind.
You've taken it
You
all.
blew my mind. That's what that's what my face does when my mind is blown. I don't know what's happening here.
This is horrible.
Hashtag 2TV too high.
We'll see another one.
Now that
Subreddit
one's-
closed. We found the winner, boys.
That swivels. It swivels.
It's got to.
It swivels.
Yeah.
Now it's still too high.
No, I think you need to put your head, lay down on the floor, put your head halfway into the fireplace in order to enjoy.
You got to be burning your feet.
I mean, even if that thing flips down,
The couch is way too low. I mean, it's way
it's
too
too
high.
close, and it's way too high.
And a couch like that, you're going to develop some back problems.
This feels almost AI the way. It's
Yeah,
set up.
we're at bare necessities here.
Well, you
Look
don't
how-
want a television that is facing windows that are
No.
presumably are south-facing windows that never close. Like you'll never, and during the daytime, you'll never make out any detail on that screen. You just
Some-
don't need a TV in this room.
Some rooms aren't made for televisions, or apparently coffee tables. Look at how thin that coffee table is.
Well, so the TV doesn't hit it? I don't know.
Yeah, when the TV comes down. Well, like, why?
This is what the Apple Vision Pro is for.
Yep.
You got a room like this and you still want to watch TV. This is the only justifiable reason to have one.
Maybe look into a rug, homie.
Yeah, could you imagine the acoustics in there?
I mean,
You hear everything 4 times.
this is sad Airbnb vibes right here. Not loving it. Not loving it.
Next.
Oh, what?
All right. Okay.
So high, it went low. When they go high, we go low. Is my sister's TV too low? Yes, ma'am. To answer your question, yes, ma'am.
I'd be afraid I'm going to do some damage
Yes,
to
ma'am.
this.
Right.
People are going to run into this.
With like the bar stools that are going to go against the bar? What on earth? Now, that's better for your posture, I think.
yeah, looking
Instead of,
down
like,
is
looking
not
at-
bad. Like
looking down-
me like this.
Yeah, you just
People look
look down with the eyes.
screens like this.
So I think sister, I mean, you could lay on the floor down. There is like a little dog bed down there you could lay on and just get good look at that television. Maybe the TV's just for the dog.
For the dogs.
I think that's what it is.
A lot of people live on TV for the dogs.
This is dog height TV right here.
My dogs don't really pay much attention to what's on the TV.
That's a weird place for a.
But according to this is the only place we could put it in her apartment living room. I'm going to take your word for it.
I mean, some rooms just don't need TVs. It's just you got to go without.
Yeah.
Ah, that is just wild right there. And you talk about, I mean, typically when you're watching television, somebody walks in front of it, it's annoying. Is it less annoying when it's just their legs and crotch?
I think I could walk in front of this TV
Yeah.
and you wouldn't see anything.
Right, you could kind of.
I mean, like, you wouldn't see me. I think I
I'd
could
see
step
one
over
leg.
it.
Maybe I'd see one leg.
But if you put anything on the coffee table, it's going to be in the way.
Right, you can't. You need a lower coffee table.
Don't put the popcorn on the coffee table,
I think you got to go full Japanese living room here.
which
you know.
is...
No American furniture. They just sit on the floor.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Next.
Ooh, now this is nice.
This is like a seafood restaurant. Like, the game is on, you know? Like, the only thing you can watch that high is like a sporting event while eating.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you got that good of a view, do you want to look at a television? No.
Yeah, but Titanic's not out there in the ocean.
Yeah.
It's on the screen. Ironically, it is out there in the ocean.
And see, what do you think about the fact that, like, the lighting, like, your thing with, like, if the television was on the other wall, there'll be so many reflections from the sunlight that you couldn't see the screen. Well, what about this scenario in terms of light?
Well, it is an advantage there.
Not really, though, because your eyes are adjusting for the bright.
Yeah, you'll never see it.
I don't think you'll see the television. You'll have to turn the brightness up on that television to like 100 if it's supposed to be on 50, and it will look horrible. Again,
You don't need a television.
I mean,
Sometimes you just don't want it.
couldn't you just have a television on a stand, like in the corner? I mean, can't you?
Or even on the in between the two windows/doors where it comes down there.
Right.
Just have it like mounted right there.
Or no TV. When you got a house that beautiful, don't TV it up. That's ugly. That ain't working. And it is too high. I mean,
How about a VCR cart?
there you go. VCR card. Roll it in.
Yeah. like
Roll
the
it in
teacher
when
did.
you need it.
Yeah. That's the solution to a lot of these issues.
Now, there's a lot of people, you can buy the thing where you pull on the television and then it comes down. So it's on like arms that go, and that is something you could think about here.
Because at least it would be the right height during the night when you wanted to watch it. Because you could watch it at night.
Yeah. That's what you need right there. You need something that comes down from the top, 2 arms.
Or everybody just has Google glasses.
Yeah.
Remember those? Whoa!
Here's us. We made it on TV too high. Here's us, right? Never really understand why my ex-girlfriend got so upset with me until I found this sub.
The scale, is this TV is 4 inches across? I can't really.
I think they mounted an iPad on the wall. And I love the fact that the box for the television is still there. So they're still, it's not too late for them. This is just attempt number 1.
But that wall is asking for a projector,
Yeah. Or at least,
not an 18-inch television.
yeah,
You know
that's
what I
just-
mean?
That's just sad. I mean, I could barely tell that was us. But trust me, I could tell.
I appreciate the fact that this
We made it in TV too high.
this post has nothing to do with us at all. It's just about the TV.
I wonder if anybody in the comments made any like GMM related quips. Like, is it too high? Is it too high?
Oh, that's a deep
I got
cut.
the T on the comments.
What's that?
Go all the way up. That's
Comments turned into a debate, not about the TV. You know what I'm saying?
oh. A political debate?
About what? About whether or not the show is worth watching?
Could I read them?
Yeah.
Oh, now Carney can talk.
I love this.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I am literally watching GMM right now. Came here to say this. Genuinely forgot about that show. That's okay. It sucks now. You suck now.
Oh, thank you.
He always did. I used to love GMM, but around the time Link got that new modern haircut, it feels like the show changed. Could just be me though.
I got a modern
yeah, I've been meaning to
haircut.
tell you that your haircut's too modern.
I've
And it
had
really
this,
is the reason the show sucks.
I've had this haircut for a long time.
Yeah.
Keep going, Carney.
The show's been sucking ever since.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Good mythical morning, dude. You know what time it is.
Ah.
Time to lower your television.
Fellow mythical beast. That was a good episode. LOL, back when Rhett had short hair. Watch Good Mythical Morning on a TV like this is insane.
Not really.
And that's the end.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Wow. And that cord just dangling down there.
That's how you turn it off and on.
They must have just had something mounted up there and then they just replaced it with a television. I don't know. Great taste in content. Used to be better than it is now. But yeah, lower your get a bigger television. And continue to watch us. Next. Maybe a tad too high. Oh, see, this is a weird room, first of all.
You think?
Look at all the freaking mirrors and crosses.
So is there only 2 crosses and just a lot of mirrors?
I think there's 2 crosses, 1 television, and 18 mirrors. What in the world? Wow, you can get every angle.
Now the swivel nature of that, and you would be in bed maybe lying down.
I think I'm jealous of the mirrors. I mean,
It's basically the top half of an octagon for
oh yeah,
a full dome.
look at that. I wonder if there's a camera on the bed that's then fed to the television from another angle. So where there's not mirrors, you get a feed. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm hoping for.
It's one of those cameras on the end of a stick that Chase has sometimes.
I gotta say, if this were an Airbnb and I showed up and went to this bedroom, I don't know if I could sleep in that. Now, if I owned it, I'd sleep in it, but I just don't know. It's a little too
Grayscale?
kinky / religious. You know what I'm saying? Kink-ligious.
Yeah.
But the TV's not too high. It's got a good angle on it. You're laying down. I think this is better than what we were talking about the television being up on the
no
thing.
qualms with the TV placement here.
All right. And finally, that's in another dimension. I love the fact, and the fact that there is a picture where the television needs to be.
Or is that a window?
No, it's a picture. That's a picture.
That's a window to a French street.
Okay, it is. You're right. That is just a wild idea.
what? How? Wife and I think it's perfect viewing angle laying in bed, says the person. You couldn't see the picture if you were laying in bed? I mean, this is...
I could buy that almost. I mean, I don't even see the bed. They're
Well,
a long ways
sit
away.
up in bed a little bit.
Don't watch TV in bed. It's not a good habit. You know what? Whenever you're thinking about putting in a television, add another mirror.
Get 50% off first degree monthly and annual plans February 10th through 14th at mythicalsociety.com.